Hi, this is Miss Andrea, coming to you from my dining room, where I just roughly edited, a video on unboxing a bulk shipment. That's bulk with a Q, BULQ. Um, Something that I do as a self-employed woman. I'm an artist first, and then I'm also a New Yorker. People attribute this hustle to being, a native New Yorker living in Atlanta. Um, I sell things. I have a little vintage booth space, and I saw another YouTuber do a bulk unboxing, and I thought, oh my, that's a good way to get some neat things from my booth. And then things got weird. Um, I saw things that I actually wanted for myself, and then getting that case or that palette meant I could get those things I wanted for myself, plus, have things to sell. Not all of it is the type of things I would put in my store. So I'm utilizing my eBay again, and I'm utilizing Poshmark. Um, if you're a homeschooler, like anyone who follows my page knows that I'm a veteran homeschooler. This is one of those ways that you can homeschool your kids while making up for that lost income of, that job, especially if your spouse and your family needs extra income. If you get good at choosing what to purchase and then selling it, you make up for that lost income. Or even if you're a single parent and you're really good at selling, you make up for that lost income. So this is just something that I want you to think about now. During the years when I was homeschooling, I was a web content writer, and I wrote for several high visibility websites, but that content writing business kinda suffered pretty badly with the whole Google Panda years ago, and that was around the time my daughter finished homeschooling. So I started dabbling in other things. But this is really a good way to make money on the side, especially with Google Marketplace and your local, Facebook Marketplace and your local Facebook buy and sell groups. This is a really good way to make extra money on the side. So, with that said, here's my really random, poorly edited, roughly cut unboxing. So, this is the giant palette that I got from Bulk, BULQ. My son and I opened up. It was too big to open in the house. And we just started pulling things out of it and bringing it and sorting it into boxes in our kitchen, family room area. As you can see, not all pieces made the journey quite so well, but I will say that the delivery system was great. The outside of the boxes looked great, and it was a scheduled delivery, and the delivery came on time, which always makes me happy because I hate waiting. So this is, we transferred most of the items into our house. There's an iBot Roomba, a projector, a bunch of dental stuff and assorted things, shoes. All the really big boxes are suitcase sets. There's a second robot Roomba. Some dog food bins, which are no good because they are broken, and more suitcases and pet gates. That's basically was the gist of this pallet. So we unloaded the pallet and brought everything into the kitchen, and you can see as I pan down, it's a really big room, and that whole side of the room is full of stuff. So we got a good amount of things. I then went to the dentist and came back in a severe amount of pain and did a horrible job recording. This was a set of 4 nesting suitcases. The biggest suitcase you did not see because I did not hit record properly. The biggest suitcase is trash. the front wheel was snapped clear off. Very disappointing, which leaves a set of 3. The second one is a little crooked, but in otherwise fine condition. As you can see from my body language, I just saw something else that was broken that I hadn't noticed, and it's a different suitcase set that I had recorded wrong. But this is the inner suitcase, and you can see the outside suitcase I knew was trashed, but that inner suitcase was also trashed, and I've already put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I've already gotten offers for it. It's a $400 set. The most anyone wants to pay me for that broken set is $55. A little disappointing. So the suitcase set that's on the counter with my entire body blocking, because I'm real good at this videoing stuff. The outside one is size you would check. The next one, there is carry-on, and then there's the weekender. I'll mostly use the 2 smaller bags. Anyway, I travel extremely lightly, and then the bigger of the 3 I'll use for car trips, and then the biggest one going in the trash bin because I can't move it without wheels, and it's huge. Okay, so now I sat down here and just started showing off all the small items. So you have a pair of booties with buckles. I listed that on eBay. The next is a pair of mukluks, which I listed on eBay. Let's just go ahead and say every pair of shoes got listed on eBay. I did that yesterday. I listed all the shoes on eBay. I listed all the dental stuff that I could wrestle away from my family on eBay. And then a new case came in, case. Smaller boxes, 2 smaller boxes came in as I was finishing sorting this big palette, and I just put that aside. That video will happen separately. I was so tired by the time I finished this process, especially having had a more aggressive dental visit than I had planned. I was just in no mood. But these were great wide calf boots. Really, really good. Hard to find. Those went on... I said that wrong. My shoes did not go on eBay. All my shoes went on Poshmark. Everything else that I got went on eBay, and a couple of bigger things went on Facebook Marketplace. And those have gotten... Facebook Marketplace has been the fastest response. The absolute fastest response. One thing is already sold, and I have several people fighting over the suitcase set, the expensive suitcase set that I'm not going to get. What am I going to do with a bidet? People fighting over the suitcase set that I'm not going to get near what it's worth because of the damage to it. Toothbrush set, electric. Another one, a duo. And another one with heads included, extra heads included. Okay. This body analyzer scale, as my daughter said, none of us hate ourselves enough to use that. We're just not ready. That went on eBay. Electric blanket that you plug into the car. It's got the cigarette lighter plug. So that's only for use in the car, which when you get caught in that once a decade Atlanta snowstorm. This here is a projector. I had my son take it out, test it. It works great. It went on the eBay. And then one of the 2 Roombas was previously used. You saw the yucky bottom. Um, the other one was fine. I tried to keep one to sell, but my husband and son had other ideas. Um, this is it learning. It's much more efficient now because my chair looks so light colored. We ended up just flipping the chairs over when it's time to clean the floor to save the Roomba some stress. It doesn't work on my thick shag rugs, but I only have a couple. Most of my house is completely hardwood. So basically, like I said, I got this big pallet because we had wanted Roombas and I had needed luggage. And the cost of all that together, well, this was a huge deal. Plus, then give me a ton of things to sell. I'll recoup every cent I spent. So that's great. And the reason I'm presenting this is kind of what I do to make money on the side. I'm a self-employed person. I'm an artist. I also have a little vintage store spot, and that's where I got into the habit of buying bulk goods. And it just works out that it makes a good little extra coin, especially for you homeschooling moms. These last pictures are basically everything that's broken. Severely disappointed in that, mostly because they're really big items and hard to dispose of. Second, because the luggage, they were really neat looking. The blue one is fine, not broken. So that's everything I got from BulQ with a Q. I have 2 cases that I'll be doing a better unboxing of soon, but this was my first one. So here you go. So thank you so much for staying with me to this point. And, just a quick review. There were some things in the palette that were damaged. They were typically hard plastic things. Maybe they were in the cold, who knows what, but they cracked. The big soft cover suitcase, the wheel was snapped clear off. The 3 suitcases inside of it was fine. A big 4-piece suitcase, the purple set. The bottom was completely no good. The inside one was dented. The 2 inner ones were fine. Third suitcase set, the outside one had a crack in it. The 2 inside ones were fine. The 2 pet maker free, the 2 pet food bins, scoops, 3 pieces. The plastic lids were all broken, and one of the bottoms was broken, so that was useless. Main thing that was not on the manifest was the trifold makeup vanity mirror with 21 dimmable touch LED lights. Instead, there was a dolly trolley, which I haven't even touched because it's like a chair shopping cart, 3 electric toothbrushes, a bidet, hair curler set, and an electric blanket. I had gone on eBay before the things arrived in my excitement and added up the things I was going to keep and had guessed I would keep about $900 worth of stuff and get $900 out of it. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. My husband, Russell II, iRobot Roomba from me, and the suitcases that weren't broken disappeared into the house. So I'll probably get 500 or 600, which still gives me back everything I spent. The lot was like $179 and shipping was $200. You really can't lose. You really can't lose. I'm gonna put in a claim. I mean, these lots supposed to be 90% correct. I'm gonna just send an email and say, hey, here's what was wrong. Is this 90% correct? And let them do what they're gonna do with that information. But I'm okay. I'm okay. It's a good lot. Like I said, I got 2 cases, which are much smaller. They can actually come in the house. Then I got a knock on the door, And the mail lady was there with those as I was finishing with the palette, and I was so tired and I was in so much pain. And I just said, oh no. And I just put them in the corner, and I opened those last night. And the reason that I got those two, spoiler alert, is because we wanted some weighted blankets, heavy blankets for anxiety and insomnia. And so there was one of those in each of the two cases. And it would have cost me the same thing as if I had gone on Amazon and purchased a weighted blanket. So it was a no-brainer to go ahead and get those lots. So there you go. That's something completely different from my channel from what I usually do. But it's a good thing for if you homeschool or just have any lifestyle issue where you don't have time, patience, or whatever to go outside and work a normal job. This is a good way to make money on your own. So until next time.